Breach has become the second most popular agent in the ongoing NA VCT. He has a 60% win rate and nobody is talking about it. Pros are prioritizing him over initiators like KO or Sova to have executes like this, but you guys think he's the worst initiator at the moment. It is common knowledge that he is a must pick on Fracture, but recently he has become just as necessary on Haven. So that's what I want to look at today. Why you should be picking Breach on Haven, and how to dominate your ranked games with him.
Check and Jonah P trigger discipline. He still hasn't had to show his hand. Once again.
By far the most important aspect of Breach that makes him pivotal on Haven is his map control heavy playstyle. There are a few pieces of utility you just cannot push and fight through in Valorant, including a Brim Molly, an Astra Suck, and importantly, a Breach stun. While there is the off chance of hitting a one tap while stunned, that is only the case if the enemy is swinging you. If you are required to swing the enemy while stunned, you move so slowly that it is a free kill no matter what. But why does this matter? Because this is central to playing Breach on Haven. Starting on defense, we see Breach take a sort of float role where he will most often be playing B site or one of the links. This positioning allows him to set up for his teammates for map control. His most common early stun is to stun a lobby like this, which allows his team to take control of it. As I mentioned, the attacker simply cannot swing you through his stun. Just look at how easy a pick this is. Some popular setups you could go into after the stun include an op holding lobby from long or short, or if you don't have an op, you can get an aggressive player into long, which can solo anchor the site, or play off another player long. Either way, after the Breach stun helps secure the early A control, Breach can run towards C-Link and spot B while being able to hold C or Garage. This is just one example of Breach's global map presence he has on Haven, which is why he is so strong in pro play, and I would argue, even stronger in ranked. It allows you to hard carry games by essentially helping to hold all three sites. Let's now look at another key macro idea on defense. In the mid rounds, after you may have helped take some early map control, pro Breach players almost always seem to favor retake setups where they play for info, maybe go for a kill, and then stall for a coordinated retake. The reason why you want to do this is because of your utility. Firstly, Breach is amazing at stalling a plant by volcanoing the bomb so his team can get to him. Then, on the retake, you want to stun the most common areas. Default is always a good bet on all three sites. And flash your team in. Breach's flashes are best used by teammates rather than himself. Later we'll get into some exact setups to retake, but this is the principle that you want to follow. Moving to attack, Breach gameplay is straightforward and again gives you the opportunity to hard carry games. You want to be moving with your team, but not entrying. Ideally, you should stun the common site spots. On C, stunning like this gets close right, logs, and any players coming from CT to help. On A, stunning like this gets the close short player, default, and under, allowing your team to quickly scale onto site. After your stun, both A and C give Breach an amazing flash opportunity. You can swing and flash through the site box as your team scales, which will never hit your teammates and gets all the enemies on site. Timing and communication is key here. If you can time your team's pushes around your utility properly, I think you will be unstoppable with Breach on attack. Now that you understand the macro ideas that make Breach dominant on Haven, let's take a look at some micro plays that pros use to level up their individual gameplay on Breach. Firstly, his stun fits perfectly C-long, so setting up to swing it off of your stun is really powerful. This is my go-to strat when my team is ecoed. I'll have one or two teammates with me, and stun when I think they're close, and all swing together. Another thing you need to know on Breach that will win you rounds are powerful volcano spots. Some of my favorites include here when retaking C that clears out logs and default, under when retaking B, and long C cubby which gets the entire cubby. Another thing to keep in mind as a Breach player is the other team's ultis. Notably, you hard counter Killjoy, and you should be calming to teammates and setting up to break any Killjoy ult when it is placed both on attack and on defense. Next, let's look at how you can best leverage a Breach ult. On defense, it just serves as another reason why you could play Retake. His ult covers the entirety of all 3 sites, so it serves as a powerful retaking tool. On attack, some of the best ult spots are here on A, and here on C. This C ult is often combined with a volcano backside that forces the enemies to swing you. Lastly, another important thing to know about his ult is that it almost is always a good idea to counter ult. What I mean by this is that you will often see pro breaches exchange ults, which I almost never see ranked players doing. This is a good decision because often if you see a breach ult coming towards you, it means the other team is about to push onto your site or try to retake the site from you. Therefore, if you counter ult, it stops their push in their tracks, as they will be stunned slightly after you, so yours wears off first. And secondly, if both players are stunned, it gives a huge advantage to the holding player because again, you swing just so slowly when you're stunned. As you see, playing Breach correctly is insanely powerful on Haven right now. But it's also important that you have a good team comp that can fully leverage the Breach util. Firstly, I haven't recently seen an instance of a solo initiator breach on Haven in pro play. As strong as he is, he just doesn't get you the info you need alone. So teams have been taking their pick between Skye, Sova, and even Fade to support him, which gives you that info gathering ability. Personally, Skye is my favorite because of the quantity of flashes you have, the dog's ability to take map control, and the healing you're missing out on otherwise. Next, in the current meta, you simply need a chamber. He is just overpowered, and also, as I mentioned previously, having a dedicated AWPer combos well with Breach, as you can set him up in aggressive angles to get picks. Then, you want a duelist that has the speed to quickly secure map control following your stuns. Raze, Jet, or Neon are all good options. Lastly, you need some smokes. Just take whatever's currently in the meta. If you can secure a team comp like that, and have even just basic comms, getting your team to play around your Breach util, you will farm on Haven. Remember to secure early map control, and stay alive for retakes on defense, and stun the most common defense spots and flashback sight on attack. If you have a duo, get them to smash that subscribe button of course, but then play chamber and follow the principles in this guide, which will allow you two to hard carry your games together.